concern today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Titans had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pollard, they'll take it up the gut.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape, it didn't exist.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big run there by Henry. 42 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
This defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Levis to throw it.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Palmer. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 1, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11, MT, tight. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight. Dot.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can
often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Play action now. Levis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Levis.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash, because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing, so he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion is Grant.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Still going inside the 20. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
11 mighty. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
11.
They're
passing here. Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Chase.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bangor field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
Willis saw the option to the right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so
Here we go.
we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's got Burton here.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
Gun.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
11 empty. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Levis to throw off play action. That's complete. It's Josh Wally. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Folk for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a give here to Pollard. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
Derrick Henry all alone. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That's caught, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. They go back to Pollard on second down. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Levis now off of play action. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish